People say that I'm a joker, that I ain't no good for you. You may as well just walk away, cause his heart is made of stone. He's got trouble all around him, born and raised down in the hood. From the streets of North Memphis, he's no match for the likes of you. Mama said you better find a doctor or fireman. Papa said you better find a lawyer or a preacher man. Woman, I got news for you. I may not be what they say, but I can sure enough love you way more than what they say. What they say, what they say. Darling, I can love you way more than your mama say.
As soon as I learned how to talk, I've always wanted to sing. I just knew it was something that I liked to do. The people I would listen to on the radio would be Marvin Gaye, Al Green, Aretha Franklin, Otis Redding. Man, those voices were so amazing to me. I was always into the old school music. Soul music has always been second nature for me. I've always called myself a soul man. It's all about mind, body, and soul.
I can tell by the way you smile, woman, you got love for me. Even though your friends say he's not meant to be.
I was always influenced by people like James Brown, Fred Astaire, the way they would move on stage. It was so captivating, and it made me want to just be a part of that. When I walk into the room, I'm so happy, and I have to express myself. That actually translates when I'm on stage. I become the words, I become the song.
Yeah, be my lady, may not be perfect, but I'll make sure it's alright.
He was a barber when he was in high school. That was his gig.
I started off cutting my own hair. My mom, she could no longer afford to pay for haircuts every week, so I got a little money from her, and I said I'm gonna buy my own pair of clippers. Each clipper came with a VHS tape, and I would look at the videos, and I learned how to cut every race hair through the videos. A white person's hair, a Chinese person's hair, black person's hair, and became a successful barber shortly after that. If you're getting a haircut by Marcus, I'm gonna take my precious time because I'm such a perfectionist. I said, but also, I'm gonna hand you my phone, I'm gonna hand you a CD player, and you're gonna have to listen to the music. So all the customers had to suffer through listening to my demos or getting a haircut. And I still have a passion for it because I cut my hair till this day.
If I were the rain, I'll make sure that I fall in all the right places. I water your garden, make it bloom every day. You won't have to worry about nothing, 'cause I make sure it's all right. I'll be just right for you, darling. You'll be just fine.
So my first interaction with Sweetwater, about 4.5 years ago, I got tired of going to studios in order to create demos and ideas. I ended up buying a audio interface, a pair of headphones, and I sat it in my living room and I started recording. I caught that bug. I eventually bought myself an SM7B Shure microphone, and once I heard my voice on that mic, I knew that mic was for me. It just captured that sound I was looking for. When I would hear my vocals playing back, I felt like I was in the room with those artists, Aretha Franklin, Sam Cooke, Fred Astaire, Marvin Gaye, Frank Sinatra, and I was like, man, this is where it's at.
You may not believe me right now, but you will by the end of the song. If I were the president of the United States, loving you, woman, would be a mandate. And when you think
Type of Power came about when I found out through a friend from Memphis, Tennessee. He said, man, Tower is holding auditions. I sent him some video. He sent the video to Emilio Castillo, the leader of the band. And I remember answering the phone. Emilio calls me, hey, this is Emilio Castillo from Tower Power. What do you think about auditioning for this band? I said, can you hear me walking? I'm walking. I'm there. I get there to Vegas, but I had my favorite suit, nice polka dot socks on, along with some good slippers that I could dance in. Even before I walked to the stage, the singer who left and went to Carlos Santana, Ray Green, he asked me, he said, Marcus, you need my cell phone? I said, nope. I said, I got them all right here.
Well, I'm a saxophone player myself, and early on, the first band that I really got excited about was Tower Power. I learned literally every note off their Back to Oakland album, and just been a huge fan for nearly 50 years.
Just leaving the store, about to go into my home. I get a phone call. I see Emilio Castillo on my cell phone. And I answer. He said, hey, Marcus, welcome aboard. I was about to turn the key in the door, and it dropped like a movie scene. He said, welcome aboard.
For my 60th birthday, I hired Tower of Power to come to our town, and Marcus was the new young singer of the band. And of course, he just knocked everybody out.
When the world gets the best of me, seems like you get the rest of me. Every little thing that I do, it's like the harder I sing, the sooner I have to leave. It ain't easy leaving you when you know I'm deeper in love. Don't ever think that you're not enough. Don't wanna keep you waiting, but it's complicated, and my heart grows fonder when I'm not around you. You may not know it now, but it's all gonna work out. They may have a picture to see, but you get the real me.
First time I met Marcus was at Chuck's 60th birthday party. None of us had ever heard him before, and he blew us all away. I mean, it was absolutely phenomenal. I went backstage after the show, found him, and I said, all right, you and I need to work together.
Playing drums on this record was extremely cool for a number of reasons. We did the whole record live.
It was just so refreshing to dive into real music and hear a real track and people listening to each other and playing parts.
The energy was so cool because it was like a live show, but we were recording a record.
First day he showed up with a suitcase. We couldn't tell if it was gear or what. Come to find out it was all outfits. So he would change clothes almost every song.
But it's complicated, and my heart grows fonder when I'm not around you.
After we got done with the record, we got to do a live showcase with Marcus, and it was a phenomenal experience.
Sitting in the drum chair with him in front of me on the stage and just watching him do his thing, it's just super cool.
It's one thing to have somebody that can sing, it's one thing to have somebody that can write, and it's one thing to have somebody that can dance. When you get the Trinity, when you get all three, that's Marcus Scott. He is the total package. He can entertain, he can sing, he can dance on a one-on-one level, interacting with fans. He's a personable, funny guy, and he's not putting on an act. That's who he is.
I want to get back to the soul. Can I get back to the soul? Can I get back to the soul? I just 1, 2, 3, get back. Get back to the soul. I got to get on back. Get back. back to the soul. Got to feel it, feel it, feel it. Back to the soul. Back to the soul. Some of my people tell me that I'm born before my date, but I'm in right on time. Y'all the ones who showed up late. Some just don't understand the funk, it won't wait. You take the time, you make it rhyme, and soon you get that taste. How?
For this album, one of the places that Marcus pulled material from was directly from his own life.
There's a song called Living It on the project, and it's near and dear to my heart because a lot of times when you're trying to sell your music or promote an album, people want to identify who you are as an artist. So basically, living it is like the narrative of my life.
He's lived what he's writing about, and that's always the easiest way to capture a vocal, capture a record.
He gets very biographical about what that journey was like, and it's a great song. Why is it a great song? Because it's real.
My mother had 12 children. I'm the 10th child of 12. I'm number 10. We grew up in the ghetto, if you will, and but we wanted for nothing because we had so much love in the household. My father ended up passing away when I was 5, but she still managed to be a great mother, and we all just stuck together, and we're surviving to this day. We're all still here.
You may not understand a word I say, but that's okay, cause you don't know how I was raised. My mama didn't work, she only gave us love. Daddy worked so hard, he never gave up. Working all night, he hardly got his rest, but still came home and always gave his best. A deadly heart disease laid him to rest. A child without a father is a hard test, but I hold on, cause I do believe, and I know someday we'll all be free. I wish that I was dreaming this, instead, Lord, I'm living it. I wish that I was dreaming this, instead, Lord, I'm living it. I wish that I was dreaming this, instead, Lord, I'm living it. I wish that I was dreaming this, instead, Lord, I'm living it.
When I decided to do this record, the specific theme I was looking for was mainly just music that you can feel, soul music. My whole method was, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel, I just want to keep it rolling. My whole theme for this project was getting back to that soulful sound. And so that's why I named the project Back to the Soul. Not the soul, but back to the soul.
What they say, darling, I can love you way more than your mama say. What they say, oh, darling, I can love you way more than your papa say. What they say, I can love you way more than your papa say.